So now the question starts to peek its ugly head yet again. Are we getting a Galaxy Z Fold 6 Fan Edition or not? Because it seemed like for a little bit of time, the answer was very obvious. The answer was no, we're not getting one. Why would you even ask that question? And then Samsung came out and said, no, we're not doing it. We're not giving you a low-end, mid-range foldable cell phone. But then this happened. And now this is sparking some interest along a lot of different websites, sources, and leakers. And it's the fact that last year, before the event happened, by the way, it's come out in July again, but before last year, before the event happened, there was two different names for the Fold 5 and the Flip 5. They have nicknames. They don't actually release them before they name them. They don't release them, or they don't talk about them or go in production with the actual names. They go by letters. So, for example, last year, it was B5 and A5, right? So, which is kind of what you would expect this year to be Q5 and Q6 and B6. Okay, well that's not surprising. Last year again Q5, B5. But then the question is, there's a third name this time. There's a third name, which is now Q6A. And that's what's causing so much talk and, sources and theories and ideas, is that there's a third phone coming out at this event. Now, we know that there's going to be a tablet release at the July event for the Samsung Unpacked event, right? We know there's going to be a tablet release. We know there's going to be a foldable phone, a flippable phone. But then there's that other phone that's going to be released at this said event too. And again, that is the Q6A. So what this looks like, and again, like I said before, this is why a lot of people are saying now it's confirmed we're getting a Galaxy Z Fold 6 Fan Edition, is that if Q6 is the Z Fold 6, right, just like it was last year with Q5, well, A would just be like A for affordable, or A as in kind of like, the second version, but different. Now, they could completely shock the world and shock us in every way possible, and instead of going for an affordable version, they go with a beefier version. Imagine if they went out with an all-out, just decked out 16 gigabytes of RAM, 5,000 milliamp battery, and they just gave us a $2,300 Z Fold 6. That's like the Pro, and then we get the Lite, which is the $1,800. Like, they could do that, right? Anything is possible, and no one can, right now at this moment in time, prove they're not going to do that. But again, like I said, this is why the rumors are that we're going to get a Z Fold 6 Fan Edition is because of the naming. The naming of 6A or Q6A. And as it says in this article, it's a more affordable variant of the Z Fold 6. And that's the case, it would be interesting to see. Now, this would go against what Samsung has claimed that they're not going to do this year. But that's another factor to look at, right? Is they said that they're not going to give us a affordable, low-end, foldable cell phone. What they didn't say is they wouldn't give us a somewhat very expensive, but still not as expensive as Z Fold 6 version of a cell phone. So this is what also is kind of making me think, what if they just increase the price of the Z Fold 6 to $2,000 and they release a Fan Edition at $1,700? So you have a Fan Edition $1,700 and you have a $2,000 Z Fold 6. There's different things they can do, and knowing Samsung, they might do. So that's the one thing I will say in all this, that, if they are claiming they're not going to release a low-end, low-cost phone, then maybe they're thinking about the opposite, which is two high-end phones released alongside the Galaxy Z Flip 6. So, again, many different options, many different ideas, theories, but at the end of the day, we're going to find out in July. Stay tuned to the channel. We're going to keep you up to date with all the rumors, latest gossip around this Z Fold 6 and possibly Z Fold 6 Fan Edition. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.